Hello everyone, my name is Justin Boucher and I'm a second year student at Marianopolis College. I'm actually so glad to be able to present to all of you today how genuinely special this school is, or should I even say my family. Let me take you through my experience at the college so far. I arrived in my first year truly lost. I come from a French high school and my parents don't really speak English, so it was kind of stressful. I had just moved in a new apartment downtown by myself, so I had all the boring stuff to do like dishes, cleaning, blah blah blah. And I enrolled in honors. What is honors? I'll get to that later. So you probably understand that my first semester was chaotic and I wasn't really involved in any extracurricular activities, besides some clubs. Talking about club, let me just say that they make Marianopolis. In my opinion, they are the core student life and I don't even have one friend that is not part of at least one club. Two of them were really significant in my identity and experience at the college so far. Let's start with Merriman, which I've been doing every semester. In Merriman, we do Model United Nations Conference simulations. For instance, last semester, I did a DISEC committee, Disarmament and International Security Committee, where I spent 4 days, 17 hours of conference debating and representing Senegal in a General Assembly. Amazing, truly amazing. I'm also in the first aid team, where we are kind of the nurse of the school once a week. We're responsible for the infirmary. Right now it's a bit tricky with COVID, but our exec find ways to keep us busy. Trust me on that. Okay, so let's jump to my second year at the college. This year, I am now in 4 clubs, 2 certificates, coordinator of Social Justice on Congress, chair of the Social Justice Committee, part of the Constitutional Review Committee, part of the Sexual Violence Prevention Council and the Sustainability Council with the administration, a mentor to a first year, president and founder of my own club, and I still have time outside of school to do 5 hours of volunteering at a long-term care house and 5 hours of tutoring every week. I know it's a lot, and I'm not presenting all of that to brag in any way, but to showcase how many opportunities for self-growth Marianopolis offers to the student. You'll understand after I present everything I just talked about. So like I said, I'm part of the Third World Studies Certificate and the International Studies Certificate. Our certificate is kind of like doing a minors during your major studies. Get it? Like I have all of my regular classes, which some needs to be specific to the certificate I pick, and I need to attend activities and seminars to grow my knowledge in these fields. I just want to add that Marianopolis is the only CJEP that offers certificates to its students. Honors now. A lot of students think that we honors students believe we're better than everyone else. Well, it's not true. We just have more work to do, and if you like sciences, well, you're in paradise. I've seen 7 seminars so far on biostatistics, string theory, which is my favorite theory, just saying, and on pandemic statistic formulas. Pretty good timing. I had it like a month ago. Anyway, we also have problem-based lessons, a research to write that may even be published, and the list goes on and on and on and on. For my club, well, what is nice at Marianopolis is that students are allowed to create new clubs every year. So this year, I decided to start the Artistry Club. What we do is mostly museum visits, discussion circles. We're even planning a private exhibition at the end of the year, if possible, made by students. And if Miss COVID allows us, we may even go on a trip. I know right now you're all probably wondering, well, Tristan, museums are closed right now. What are you doing? Well, I won't lie, it was an obstacle, but I figured it out by buying with my club's money, my club's budget, a virtual reality headset by Google. So we're doing visits around the world right now, virtually, of the Peacock Room, the Contemporary Art Collection at the Singapore Museum, and much more. Now, Congress, my life. In a good and in a bad way. I do spend a lot of time on my position, but that's a personal decision. When I decided to start my mandate, I told myself that I would make a difference in this institution. Not that it needed change, but every place you step your foot in needs modifications to some extent. I recently got a project approved. We'll have a green space in the library where students will be allowed to sit, relax, and breathe. And many studies prove that green spaces can be extremely beneficial for mental health. I'm also working on an anonymous forum where students will be allowed to send anonymous questions to the Social Justice Committee and receive an answer from students. If ever they fear going in person to a counselor or their friend, that is an option they will have. I'm also working on multiple other projects, such as a thrift store, composting, and much more. Every week on the social media of Congress, there are new posts to spread awareness about different topics, but also to celebrate different social justice dates. This position lets me be myself, but also allows me to have access to different administration councils where I can speak my thoughts freely and give my opinion. I get you probably think that all students are like me and some just don't participate in student life. Well, that's not true. That's the beauty of Marianopolis, the vibrant student life. If it's not clubs, it's sport teams. If it's not sport teams, it's activities during the activity periods. If it's not the activities, well, it's our amazing animators. This college makes me rediscover myself. The counselors help me stay sane. The resources help me keep my grades extremely high. This college is simply unique. And there's a word going a lot of students' mouth, elite. Not elite like we think that we're better than everyone else, but elite like we know that when we will leave this college, we'll be ready to face anything. Thank you so much for attending this virtual open house. And I hope I helped you get a sense of what Marianopolis is behind the good grades. Take care and stay strong.